Hello everybody, welcome to Devotion to Promotion. In this episode, we have the agony of defeat, the thrill of victory. We've got player drama, player signings, and a bunch of other things to go through. We'll also be squaring off against Wigan Athletic in our match of the month. I hope you'll stick around. I think it's going to be a fun episode. Before we get started, I did want to thank everybody again for the support for this series. It's great to see people trickling back after our month-long break. The views are up a little bit. The comments are starting to come in again. If you have been enjoying this series or you like this video, likes are greatly appreciated, as that does get the video in front of more people, which is always fun. And always, if you're new, please consider subscribing so you can keep up with all the things that are going on. But let's get started. If you're new to this series, or you're just catching up, or you've forgotten what happened in the last episode, our team is slated, as you can see in media prediction on our team information screen, 24th. But we've made a lot of signings. So the big question mark is, have these signings helped, or are we still destined for relegation in our first season with Nuneaton Borough in Sky Bet League 1? We lost our first match, and we'll take a look at some results. And there has been agony of defeat, and I was about halfway through the month, and then all of a sudden I thought, wow, this is really bad. And then it's been kind of Jekyll and Hyde. Now, I don't know which one is worse, Jekyll or Hyde, but the back half of the month was actually fairly good, and let's dig right in and take a look at the results. So if you recall, we lost to Coventry 1-0 in the very first match of the season. Then we drew against Peterborough and Hull Cities 1-1. So, okay, so we got 2 points out of 3 matches, but we're not losing. That's a little better. We played Southend in the EFL Cup that nobody cares about, and we were tied 1-1 at the end. We lost in penalties 6-5, and we got knocked out of the tournament that nobody cares about. So, however, now after 4 matches, we're halfway through the month, no wins and only 2 draws to our name. I'm starting to think this is going to be a long season, and we're in trouble. But then, Blackpool, 5-0. We erupted for 3 goals in the last 10 minutes and mowed them down for our first victory. It's like, wow, that's pretty good. We followed that with a draw against Gillingham, 1-1, and then boom, 2-0 against Doncaster, 2-1 against Southend. They actually scored a late goal. It was a fairly comfortable victory, and suddenly we won 3 of our last 4 league matches. They went to the EFL Trophy South Group, which I think is, again, another tournament that nobody really cares about. We played Leyton Orient, who is in the bottom half of League 2, and that was a comfortable 3-1 win, playing our backups. So that was good too. But suddenly, the back half of the season, we won 3 out of 4 after not winning anything in the front half of the season. The end result of all that, if we look at the standings in the league table, 8th place, 3 wins, 3 draws, and a loss. And we actually have a game in hand on a good number of teams in front of us, because one of our matches got postponed because of international competitions. So if we were to catch up and get some points out of that, we're actually, I think before these teams played the matches ahead of us, we were sitting in 5th place. So suddenly things are looking okay. I don't think we're very good. So I think, and we haven't been winning against teams that are really good. The loss we did get was against Coventry in the first game, and they actually sit in 1st place now. So there is some consolation there, but most of the teams have been beating him down here in the bottom half of the table, which is fine though. All I'm hoping for is that we don't end up in 20th, 21st place in this dogfight for relegation. So the quicker we can stay out of that, the happier I'll be. But so far, cautiously optimistic that our season may not be a nightmare. That's not to say that it hasn't been without drama, because there have been some things going on. But I do want to show we also got a couple of players in. And one player in particular I think has been particularly helpful. So here is our transfer history. We're running out of money. We only have about £1,500 left in the budget, and I don't want to go over it. But I did get this guy in, Tom Bayliss, as a central midfielder. Looks really good. Slots out as a good player for most EFL 1 sides. And we're lacking one really sharp midfielder. So he's been kind of a level up for us in midfield, and it's worked out really well. Since we put him in, that's kind of coincided with the team playing a lot better. So welcome to Nuneaton Borough, Tom Bayliss. We're happy to have you here. He hasn't played tremendously well, but he's looked good in what he's done. So really happy with that signing. I also added, because both of our goalkeepers are loanees and tend to go out on international duty, I added in this guy, Zach Gcock, who £800 per week, really cheap. Slots out at an EFL 2 level, but his numbers are really good and he's pretty young, so I think he's got a potential upside here. It says potential to be a leading EFL 1 goalkeeper of the future, and I like all his numbers. He actually, attribute-wise, he slots out pretty equal to our other goalkeepers. Performance-wise, he hasn't been that good. But again, we're digging into the weeds. He's a kind of a backup in case both of our goalkeepers are on international duty and we need someone to stand in the net. So happy with the signings. Having said that, we do have some drama. Tom Holmes, our center back, when I signed him, I made the mistake of promising him that I would improve the team. Now, take a look here. Tom Holmes was signed on July 13th. After that, we added 8 players. That wasn't enough for Mr. Tom Holmes. When the transfer deadline passed, he was still upset with us. He said, I didn't do enough to improve the team. Now, maybe the problem is the loan players and he's not looking at those. He really should. But anyway, he said he wants out. And that's bummed out because Tom Holmes has been a beast. 5 appearances, 3 goals from center back, 7.86 rating, 1 player of the match. He's all over the place. He's a force. He's everything I was hoping for in a central back. And check out what he ranks out at. A good player for most EFL championship sides. He's the best player on our team, and he's completely ticked off. If you know how to fix this, I've tried like talking to him, but it seems like his morale is kind of defaulting to the highest it can go is fairly poor. I'm hopeful that over time he settles down and wants to stay. Actually, after he said he did want to leave, I said, fine, I'll put you on the transfer list and we'll move you out of here. But then he got upset at me for putting him on the transfer list because he doesn't want to leave. So I love the morale system in the game, but there are some places where it's just kind of wonky and broken, and I think this is kind of one of them. So hopefully things will sort out with Tom Holmes. If you've got some tips on how to fix it, let me know. But enough of that. Let's dig in now. That's kind of where we are. Let's dig into our match of the month. We're going up against Wigan, who I think sit right around the 15th place in the middle of the table. We're getting them at home, and we will jump in here and hopefully get this match going. Fitness tests, usually have this all queued up. Next on red, we don't need that. Match preview, let's go here. Team selection, yep, they're strong too. They've won a number of their more recent matches. I thought I'd just take a moment and talk about a couple of things. First of all, starting at the top, Zen Seller has been awesome. 5 appearances, 3 goals, 1 assist, 2 players of the match, 7.7 numbers, 7.47 rating, but outstanding at attacker, just really, really strong. So it's really nice to see him. He can put the ball in the net, and on breakaways, he like goes around people and shoots it in. So that's been really fun. Flynn's been doing a good job out at left wing. Lapsley's been kind of working in and looking pretty good on right wing. We do have, I think, our new Terrell Pennant, who's supposed to be the starting right winger on loan from Leicester, is our new Adam the Mummy Phillips. So he could get the Mummy of the Year award here. He has managed already in just 1 single month with us to get a twisted knee, a bruised ankle, and pulled knee ligaments. 3 injuries in the span of 30 days. So he hasn't played much. We're trying to get him back into shape now. He's looked... Actually, I don't really remember what he's looking. He's only played out on the wing for maybe a few minutes before he's managed to get himself hurt a few times. So Lapsley's out there for the meantime doing pretty well. Kirby's done pretty well. Bayless is now our new acquisition at central midfielder. Delcroix's been okay. I might look to do something there. Holmes has been really good on defense. And this has been really big for us too. Luke Matheson at right fullback has been awesome, looking really, really good. Now, I don't have a backup for him. If he goes down, we're in trouble, but 7.09 rating, looking really solid. Likewise, Dan Dickens on loan from Bournemouth out on the left side has been really good as well. Just beautiful passing, looking outstanding. So it's really nice because last year we had fullbacks outside left and right backs that just weren't quite at the level of our team. It's really nice to have these guys out there. And then O'Brien will play in goal, who's been our goalkeeper for a while. Braga has also looked pretty good, and I'm alternating them through. So that's more than you probably wanted to know about our team. Let's dig into the match. Overall, though, I've been really happy with how things are going. I still want to, when we get to that winter transfer winter transfer window, because the transfer window is closed now. I want to try to move out some of our weaker players, either sell them or move them out on loan, and then try to reduce our reliance on loans. So I think that's kind of the next goal for this. But for now, we're kind of desperate. We still have the smallest wage budget in the league, so let's just kind of make some adjustments here on them. So for having the smallest wage budget in the league, I'm really happy with how things are going so far, and I'm hopeful that we can even kind of maybe keep this up as we get through the winter transfer window. Let's go to team talk. Tell the team they expected to prove a point today. Come on, lads. Show me what we can do to keep our run going. They're listening. They have faith in you. Everybody's green. Like we've seen this before. Let's end the team talk and let's kick this off. All right. let's get started. Weather looks good here. Oh, no, it's raining. Forget that. I take that back. We are in our blue and whites going left to right. Wigan is in their reds going from right to left with a pink goalkeeper. All right. One of the things, I think a couple of reasons, I've been tweaking our tactics a little bit. Not so much the formation, although I've shifted from our 4-1-2-3 formation to a 4-1-4-3-3 a couple of times, and that's worked out. Oh, there it is. The Hummm is a beast. I'm glad. So we should praise here. Kirby to Hummm. Hummm, Kirby, confirm shout. Boom! Right in the top corner. The guy is a beast. I hope I can make him happy because he's been doing, that's his 4th goal. He's leading the team in goals and he's the center back. And I think that's the 5th assist now for Kirby. And most of them have been off of, things that go right to Holmes' head here. We're back again. Oh, Kirby misses wide. So, I mean, it's just really nice to have a beast of a center back who can head the ball in all the time. So I'm glad, because I thought maybe because he's mad that he wouldn't play that well. But oh, that's not good. Who was that? 34. Is that Matheson? Almost a costly mistake for us there, but we hang on. In the excitement of that goal, I completely forgot about tactics. Right, tactics. So I was switching tactics up a little bit, and one of the things that our assistant coaches kept suggesting we do, well, this is just all highlights. It's like we're watching the whole match here. Nice. Flynn picks it up. Flynn's been pretty good. At times he's looked really bad out on the right side, on the left side, and at times he's looked pretty good. So it's kind of hard to say. This looks somewhat dangerous. No, cleaned up nicely by Holmes again on the defense. This is just all highlights here. It's a kind of a good match. I'm just yapping away about other things. I should pay attention. This looks dangerous. Ah, nice. Saved by O'Brien. To be honest, although we kind of one reflection. I will go back to the tactics thing at some point, but I want to kind of watch what's going on here until save that for kind of a dull moment. Nice. Lapsley picks it up. Go, go, go. Turns it into nothing. Dan Dickens. We should adjust that yellow card here before we go any farther. Dan Dickens. Still feeling a little, you don't play for a while. I feel a little bit sluggish with some of these, as you can see, some of these little screens and stuff. Add. Ease off tackles. Okay. Confirm changes and play. So to talk about a little bit about the results, although we've won 3 and drawn 3 since that initial loss in the league. Having said that, though, the other teams have had a lot of good chances. I feel like we've been lucky. And that's fine, because if we could be lucky and come out with 60 points, 50 points in the season, I would be ecstatic with that. So I think our results are better than we've deserved so far. So there is that to be said. Dickens getting beaten up on the left side there. We were working on transition defense. I'm not sure if that's helping here or hurting, but we seem to have broken up a couple of counterattacks with it. Nice! Flynn takes him down. Then loses it. It's exciting for a second. It has been fun. I will say this. It's been fun to watch League One football because it's a lot better. Oh, I thought that was going in. Absolutely with a good change. The football is a lot better than I'm used to. And some of the things we're doing and some of the things other times are doing, it's like, wow, that's really good. Kirby off Holmes. Boom! It's like cheat code. It's just insane. Look, I'll let the highlight play again and then say go. It's lather, rinse, repeat. He just jumped over 2 guys. He's a beast. I can't lose him. I got to make him happy. I don't know how I can make him happy. Oops, not analysis. Pressing the wrong buttons. Kirby Holmes. I'm feeling really sluggish with my fingers here today. Pitch, play. Okay. Yeah, this is like cheat code. The guy's just a beast. He's got 5 goals and he's a center back. He's leading our team. I forget that other point I was talking about. Sorry, a little bit skittish today. I had some ice cream. I think that might be something, the factor. I should really stop that. Flynn down in. Can't pick it up, Flynn. Let's get one more. Seal this up. Pressure is up. Oh, Kirby with the long shot off the bar. Fun game. This is the best game in the world when things turn out this way. But I guess it's pretty early here. There's a lot of room for... We have looked shaky at times, too. Boy, we seem to be moving all over the place. And to go back to the tactical thought that I had way back when in the 5th minute of the game before the game got really exciting here. Again, I'm going to wait for there's some kind of a... wow, we seem to be controlling it. Just can't get another opportunity here. Like to see us get one from the... There it is, Bayless. Oh, shoot. Poor Kirby. Not really doing anything productive with it, but they aren't doing anything with it. I'd like to see us get us a goal from the run of play rather than just set pieces, but Flynn in front. Bang! Lapsley with his 2nd goal of the year from Flynn. We're up 3-0. The party's on. Oh, maybe we're not going to get relegated. Who is that? Flynn and Lapsley. I should get this out of the way so you can see it. Flynn with a nice Lapsley right over the defender. Perfect. Flynn, Lapsley. Still, I don't know where everybody is yet, so it takes a little while to confirm. So we should be almost at halftime, right? Got another yellow card. That was a good half. The Holmes cheat code picking up points for us. Tell the boys did it well and their efforts were excellent. Yeah, don't get complacent. That's what we're going to talk about. Everybody's green. They're getting on board here. Hopefully getting a lot of goals will make Holmes happy. Maybe that's all I need to do. I guess it's, excuse me, I think if we do well as a team, maybe in a couple months he'll be happy and I don't have to freak out or overreact about this. I'd hate to lose him because you can see what he does, you know, so I'm a little bit concerned that he's not happy. End team talk. I think we're good for substitutions. Gosh, everybody's looking good here. Start the 2nd half. So, to go back to that comment I was making about tactics early on, I have been tweaking a little bit, not too much, but the assistant coaches kept saying we should play at a higher tempo, and I've done that, and I've shifted back to short passing. So short passing, high tempo, and that seems to really have turned things around. So that just that little tweak of an adjustment seems to have made a big difference. Let's adjust for Matheson's yellow card. I think, by the way, just as a side comment, Shane Flynn, our left winger, I think every single match he's started, he gets a yellow card within the first few minutes. It's the first match he hasn't gotten a yellow card for early on. We probably want to start. Good, good. Pick it up. Let's get it out of our end. We've looked good in 2nd halves, too, more than the 1st half. So I'd be a little concerned if they kind of figure out our formation here. And I imagine at some point soon we'll have to adjust our formation. That's why I'd like to build up some kind of familiarity with the 4-3-3 a little bit. Nice. Matheson in the right place at the right time. Our midfielders look really sharp, too. Kirby's got some great assists from the run of play as well as from corners. Delcroix pushes up. Kirby blasts it off for a corner. We'll take that. But it's funny to go back and kind of trying to finally finish that tactics thought. How a little tweak in tactics can seem to make a big difference. That just switching to the higher tempo has made, it was like a very noticeable shift in play. And that's been a big help here. Matheson, yeah. Really nice to have nice outside backs for us too. I wish some more of these players were ours rather than on loan, but the bigger problem is survival at this point rather than long-term team growth. So we'll figure that problem out later. I just don't want to get relegated this year. Delcroix to Bayless. At some point here we probably want to look at subs. Oops, gives it away. Nice. Thompson. Defense looks a little shaken but not stirred here. Hang on, guys. Woo! Brian with the nice save. Boy, fun to watch when it's like this, isn't it? Cooper's making good saves. Cleared away with the defense. They're getting some good pressure this half, though. Not sure what we want to do. Let's take a look and see if we have any substitutions we want to make here. Lapsley, I think everybody's in pretty good shape and pretty good match condition. Sharpness looks good now. Everybody's ready. Anyone want to get time? Scrimshaw would be nice to kind of... Seller hasn't done anything, has he? 6.9, though, playing okay. Bairn could use some time at right wing. I think I'm just going to let it run. I'd like to get Watts. Iker Pozo's been hurt. He could use some time at center back, at defensive midfielder. Let's just let it run another 10 minutes or so. We'll see how this goes. There's no great hurry to change things, and don't want to fix what isn't broken, I suppose, right? Fired up by the feedback. 68 minutes. I'd be happy just to nurse this one out in the 2nd half. Be nice to get another goal, though. Like to see Seller get a goal. He's done really well. It'd be great to see him pick one up for us. Flynn? Ooh. Kirby. Long shots. Not on the mark today. Dangerous free kick spot. Oh. God! O'Brien! Oh, okay, over the bar. Okay, 20 minutes to go. Let's get some subs in. I would like... Lapsley's played really well. He's got one of our goals. However, I would like to get Scrimshaw some time at striker. Let's do that. Seller hasn't really done anything exceptional out there. It'd be nice to get Scrimshaw some time. And then I think I'll also bring in Bairn or Pozol to give them a few minutes in the last couple minutes here. So let's also slow it down just a little bit. The other thing I'm wondering is when I want to slow the game down, do I want to change higher tempo to normal tempo? I would guess that's a yes, but I'm not quite sure. If anyone knows the answer to that, that would be helpful. In other words, when you want to stall a game out, should you slow the tempo down as well? I feel like the tempo is a big part of why things are working for us. Second half's been just kind of a sloppy... We haven't looked as good in the second half for sure, have we? First half was really good. Let's get some more players in. I'd like to get Iker Pozo, who's coming back off of an injury. We had a lot of injuries in that 5-0 match. We lost 3 players to injuries. The next couple matches after that, we lost 2. So we've had a bunch injured, but fortunately they've been short enough or not in critical spots. Let's bring in John Bairn out on the right side too and make him an inside forward attack. And get some people some minutes here that could use them. And let's actually, just to be on the very safe side, sorry for all the delays here, let's really waste time. And I'm going to leave the tempo high just because it seems to be a part of who we're becoming as a team. So let's see how this works. Judson closing in, stop him. Oof, the side netting. I think there's been pretty much an even second half, but the first half was good enough. Those set pieces again, boy, 2 goals off set pieces, right? That's the difference. I mean, I guess that and the goal up the run of play here too, but they're putting on a lot of pressure here. Oof. Let's go, boys. Keep it up. Getting complacent? Oh, I probably should have shouted. That would have done it. It's been all them the second half. Oh, nice. Flynn picks it up. Bairn, coming off of injury, gashed his leg, shoots, finishes, yes! Scrimshaw puts the icing on the cake and we're up 4-0. That's nice. It's a heck of a play by Flynn to start it, and then Bairn with some awareness to run right through their defense. They were a little slow to react. Nice save by the keeper. Scrimshaw just faster to the ball. Cautiously optimistic. I was thinking this got to be it, right? Let's not lose that clean sheet. Would save us some money, though, because we wouldn't have to pay out the clean sheet bonuses. Not sure that's the right way to think about that. Over the bar. They've had their chances. We've been a little bit more clinical, I think. Predicted a draw before the match, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's go to the dressing room. Tell the boys they did excellent. A good win, boys. Well done. Yes, lots of green people, too. Matheson... Thompson. Thompson's looked really well beside Holmes there. I think maybe just Holmes' awesomeness kind of exudes and rubs off on his who's at whatever defensive back he's been with. Flynn, Scrimshaw, nice ratings. Let's just give all the green people happy thoughts here. Oh, God. I hate when that happens. Clicked on them all and then missed the last one here. Clickety, clickety, clickety. Sorry for the delay, but this... Emotions are important, right? So it's worth the time here for just a sec. Flynn, Scrimshaw, Seller, Lapsley, selected players. You impressed me out there. Everybody's happy. End team talk. Let's continue on. Okie dokie. Oof! Up to 5th place. And we've still got a game in hand off the first top teams here. Goodness gracious. I'm getting nervous now. Anyway, what do they say about it here? Anything good? Wigan hammered by Nuneaton. Nice! Final score 4-0 was fully deserved as Nuneaton Borough totally controlled their Sky Bet League 1 game against Wigan AFC at Liberty Way. A brace from Tom Holmes helped Nuneaton to victory. Classy Holmes on form. Let's praise him and see if that makes him any happier. See, he's fairly poor. Now watch this. You were superb in front of goal last time. Keep it up. See? He's just... I think his limit is fairly poor. Dude, be happy. Seriously. 8 players in... Oh, anyway. Okay, well, we'll figure that out. Well, there you have it for today for this month's episode. Again, we're fighting bravely against relegation, but fingers crossed, things have looked pretty good so far. Pretty happy how things are gelling together. Hopefully we can keep it up, but I have a feeling that, like, pinch me now, because I'm gonna wake up from this dream and then this party's gonna end. But so far so good. That brings us to the end here. If you have enjoyed the episode, please give it a like. That's always greatly appreciated, and consider subscribing if you're new. And we'll welcome you in the next episode as well, which should be, we'll come back next month. Probably Exeter. Oh, Charlton would be interesting, wouldn't it? Because they have, I think, the biggest budget. £344,000 wage budget is what they're spending on. Ours is literally about an eighth of what that is. That would be fun to come back for. I might go for that one, or for a little bit further into the month to see if we can get a little bit further along. But one of those things. We'll be back shortly in a while. Again, thanks always for coming by, and thank you again for all the support. Have a great day. I hope you're staying safe and keeping well during these times.